Hello everyone, good morning.
Morning.
So in this discussion, we have a topic that is the impact of gadgets and the solution of their parents. So you have little sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews that they already introduced to gadgets in such a young age. And what is the impact for them? And do you agree with that? What do you think parents should do in dealing with this situation? And does anyone want to share their opinion? Okay.
Okay. Yes. I have one little sister and one little brother, and they are already introduced to gadget when they were young. My little sister was introduced to gadget when she was around 11 to 12, and she was on elementary school. Now she is 14 years old. Then my youngest brother already introduced to gadgets, starts even sooner. Now he is on kindergarten. He is 5 years old, and both of them can operate their smartphone, but my little brother still use my parents' phones. And I don't know why my little brother become more aggressive, and he like don't pay attention around the member of family when he's on his gadget like that.
Okay, that is it. Does anyone want to argue or disagree?
I don't have any solution for that. I don't know, because my parents allow him to use their phone.
Oh, okay. And any other one who want to share their opinion? Okay, Nedita.
Okay. I want to share one of my experience, not my experience, but my friend's experience, because my biological brother is way too old. Okay, so my friend has a brother. He's about 7 or 8 years old, and he's the youngest in the family. So from what I've known, his mom treat gadget as a reward to him. For example, her brother should do tasks like should take a bath or study first in order to have the gadget. And for me, it's not good for a long-term parenting, because in my opinion, if our kids see the gadgets as a reward, they will see it as something important and something so addictive that they have to do everything in order to have the gadget, for the sake of the gadget. So I have a solution for this. I think it's better for parents to have a scheduled time for their kids to have the gadgets, and it's alongside with the parents too as accompanying for them, so they can take control of what they've accessed, what they did on their gadgets, and parents are still the one that's responsible with the content of what they accessed in the gadget. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Does anyone want to argue or disagree? Oh, you.
Actually, I don't have any younger siblings, but I have a cousin. He's been introduced to the gadget or smartphone since maybe 2 years ago. He's used that 2 years ago, but he doesn't use it for game only, but also communicating with his classmates and teachers. So he has a group in WhatsApp. So in that group, teacher can share the sudden information or reminding about the homeworks, the tasks, and the students can also asking something they don't understand to their teacher. And also, by using smartphone, the kids can search the answers of their homeworks through Google or Wikipedia, which is it saves so much time than read on the book. They can also having online course like Zenius or Ruang Guru, but still there are some bad impacts of using a smartphone, such as searching the answers of the homeworks can make them become lazier. So they don't read their books anymore. They just search it. So it's like something instant, and something instant sometimes can be bad. And there are also lots of distractions in smartphones, such as Instagram, games, and many more. And that's all from me.
And do you want to have your opinion or something?
Maybe I have a solution for the parents. Maybe the parents can make a schedule, just like what Nedita said, and still control them.
Okay, thank you. And does anyone want to share their opinion? Pina?
I want to share my opinion. I totally agree with what Michelle has said. And because I have a little sister who is 10 years old right now, and she is in 5th grade of elementary school. She has already owned a phone since she was in kindergarten, so it was a pretty early age. And at first my parents bought her a phone because she really likes to play games and watch videos on YouTube through my parents' phone. So my parents just decided to buy her own phone. But having phone doesn't make my sister just play with her phone only. She still likes to play manually, traditionally, like making art and craft and making origamis and playing hide and seek and so on. And with her phone, she don't just play games with it. She uses it for academic purpose, like what Michelle has said too. She has a group class in WhatsApp with her teachers and her classmates, where her teacher often give her sudden homework or information about her school stuff. So gadget is really important for her school life and daily life.
Does anyone want to disagree or give their opinion? Or just opinion?
Or just sharing their experience.
Yeah. Sharing their experience. Nabila?
I think okay, I will give my opinion to this topic. I think a lot of kids now playing their gadget, and they gonna be more focused on their gadget, I think. And because they are always playing on their gadget, they're rather choose playing their gadget rather than playing outside in neighborhood. And like Widhi said, the kids will more focus on their gadget and like ignore social life, even their family, right? And if I have a family, if I were a parent, I will give more activities, like go to piano class, take them to basketball team, and the other activities. And I will not agree like the Nedita's experiences. Like I will not agree to give a gadget as a reward, because the kids will always asking a question. I will get my gadget after I do this, right? And it's a bad idea for a long-term parenting, I think.
Bad habit.
Yes, it's a bad habit and behavior for the family. That's all from me.
Does anyone want to add their opinion? Ayu?
Yes, I have a little sister, and she's already introduced to gadgets when she was 9 or 10 years old. And now she can operate the smartphone very well. But she always spent a lot of time to using her phone. I don't know. But then she forgot the study. She is always too busy with her phone, and I think the parents should control her activities.
And Kinan?
I just want to share my brother's experience. in my case, I have a younger brother that being introduced to gadgets since he was very young, like in first grade, I guess. When he first being introduced to it, he liked it so much. He always plays a soccer game on it. Everything was fine until he started to refuse to socialize with others and forgot to do his homework, forgot to take a bath and eat. At the time, my mom's solution is to create a schedule for him so that my brother can only use his gadget on weekends. And in other side, my mom provide him another toy so he won't be bored and be distracted from gadgets on weekdays.
And for Adele?
I think we have to see this phenomenon as a whole. So first we have to analyze why this phenomenon even happened. Besides, of course, thinking it as only unintended consequences of modernization of technology. I think one of the many reasons is that we need more public spaces. We have more malls, we have more stores, we have more offices, we have more high buildings than playgrounds, parks, and maybe just an empty field to play soccer. Maybe it's easier for kids in suburban area to play with their peers because the area itself emphasizes the culture of togetherness. But for children who live in modern society, urban area, they don't have the same chance to play with their peers. So the parents tends to seek alternatives such as giving them smartphones to play. So in my opinion, it's just one. Parents need to make more time. They need to be parents again. They need to be what their parents might have done to them back in the days. So they need to take their children to parks, playgrounds, and have family outings, so that they can shape their children's character, their children's physical ability, and while having family quality time. That's it.
Okay. Does anyone want to add or argue with Adele? No? Okay. So, the summary of this discussion is introducing kids to gadget in such a very young age is impacting them negatively or positively. And the negative impacts are kids sometimes think that their gadgets are their rewards, and it is a very important thing. And kids tend to get too caught up with gadgets and forget their environment and their social life and study, and it affects their mental as well, like such as becoming more aggressive and whining for their gadgets, and kids become lazier because the easy use of Google. But it also has a very some positive impacts, such as having group discussion with their classmates and their teachers are educational purposes. And the solution of this case are, it's okay for kids to have gadgets as long as their parents control what they access, and their parents are responsible for what the content the kids access. The second one is give them scheduled time to use the gadget. Number 3 is parents should educate their kids so their kids won't make the gadget as their rewards or a very important thing. Number 4 is parents should take their kids to public spaces, give them courses and physical activities, so it will distract them for playing their gadgets.
That's a good conclusion.
Yeah, that's it for the discussion. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
Thank you so much.